What is up, guys? If you're watching this, that means you got another day. We're out here at ESR Wheels because it's time to get some new wheels on the Mustang. Now, for the last couple years, we've had the 305 Forge, and they've been very good to me, but it's time for a design change because, well, a couple reasons. One, black. They just lose a little bit of the detail in the color, and these are one of one. They don't powder coat these wheels. They don't make these wheels anymore. Also looking at a different design because, as you can see, even though I cleaned these today, they're impossible to clean. Like, look at all the dust that hides behind there. So, time to get rid of that. We've got Ian over here. You said you were a design engineer? Was that the fancy title?
I mean, I am the designer. I'm the wheel engineer of ESR Wheels. Anytime we come up with a new design, it's me.
So you came up with these designs? That's you?
Exactly, yeah. The RF15s and the RF11s.
Fitment, guys, is a couple different measurements here. You have the diameter of the wheel, which is a big thing we're looking at right now. These are 20-inch. These are both 19s. We're going to see how that works. Because when the 20-inch diameter goes down to 19, that gives you more room for the tire here to get bigger. And my tire sidewall right now, I think, is 30. Yeah, so we're gonna see if we can go up a little bit more. When you have a bigger sidewall, you have more tire, and you have something that can absorb a little bit more bang when you run into a pothole like I do all the time in Los Angeles. The other thing that you have to look at, the wheelbase. So the wheelbase on these, I believe, is 8.5 in the front and 9.5 in the back. I've done as big as 10.5 in the back. And the wheelbase is the measurement in inches for how big the wheel is from the right side to the left side. And what does that translate to? How much tread you can put on the ground. And if you're like me and you're a torque monster in the back and you're spinning, the more rubber you can put on the back end, the better. The other thing that we're looking at here is concavity. So that's how much basically this center part is pushed inwards. The back wheels here are very concave? Is that the right word? It's like a bowl. It dips in like that. We like that. The front ends here are pretty much flat across. I have them done like that so that they can fit in these Brembos. If you have aftermarket brakes, you have to pay attention to will they actually clear on whatever wheel that you're trying to add on. So that's what we're figuring out right now. The other thing we're looking at is offset. So the first set of offset is the front set is going to have an 8.5-inch wheelbase, whereas the back end I have 9.5. So that means you can't rotate your tires because the back is slightly bigger than the front. For all my Mustang followers, if you're looking at a good size to start with, they call it a 19-inch squared, which is basically where you do a 19-inch diameter all the way around. Yeah, so 9.5-inch wheelbase all the way around. You can rotate your tires. It's very easy to find tire sizes that fit that setup, but I'm looking for something a little bit more different. I also like the aggressive look of a fat, thick tire on the back. So I'm okay with not rotating tires. These tires are also rated for about 8,000 miles. I'm approaching 10,000. What's the difference between these two wheels that you have here?
So you have two different offsets.
Wait, time out. Nobody knows who you are. This is Justin. Justin is our fitness specialist here, aka the general manager, the guy running the show over here at ESR. Now, you were saying the difference between these two
is the offset. The difference between these two is we have a 35 offset and a 22 offset. So even though the width is the same, the back pad is going to be different. So the difference between the two is 13 millimeters, and that's going to be able to give you more clearance. That also makes your fitment more aggressive. So 35 is going to be more shallow or more sunk. 22 offset is going to be a thicker pad, so more aggressive, more potent.
Okay, and for those of you when you're shopping for your wheels, that's the number at the very end where it says like plus 22 or plus 25 or plus 35, whatever. That's your offset. So when you're looking at the wheel listings, I think if I recall right on your website, you have the diameter first, and then it says an X, and then it has a measurement, which is the wheelbase, right? Yeah, so if it says 20 X 9.5 plus 22, that's a 20-inch wheel diameter, so that's how far it is from here to here. And then the 9.5 would be how wide it is from there to there. And then the offset is how much padding it is on the back end to be able to push the wheel out to potentially clear that brake, which it looks like this is not going to do it, is it?
Not going to do it.
And what's the offset on this wheel?
So this is a 35 offset.
Okay, so 35 offset's not going to be enough. But look at that bronze on the blue. Do we like that, guys? Yeah, this is what we're talking about right here. This is your offset. So like he was saying, this is a lot lower. This one is a lot higher. This is the next one that we're gonna try, and this is basically a replacement to wheel spacers. So like he was saying, if you were to look at the front of the car, your offset is basically going to push the wheel out more.
The lower the number, the more it pushes out.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that until right now. So, and that was 35, and this is 22. I'm sold on the design, though. This 5-spoke is going to be way easier to clean.
You don't want to worry about this being too far out just yet because there's no suspension load. So once you have some suspension load where it like truly sits on the ground, you'll have a little more camber.
On a Saturday, Making my man come out here with the jacks. This guy's like, it's the weekend. Why do I gotta drag around jacks in a sunny parking lot? By the way, random story unrelated to wheels that I think you guys will enjoy. The first time I ever came to California, I've been obsessed with it my whole life. I showed up here for spring break in 2012, I think. And the place that I stayed at was at my ex-girlfriend's uncle's house in Brea, California. And that's where we are right now. So I can almost throw a rock and hit the house that I stayed at. And this city was my first impression of California. I thought this was how the whole coastline looked like. And having seen other parts of California, especially some parts of LA, like where I lived in Hollywood, it is not all this pretty. So it's kind of cool to come full circle. And the first video that we do after moving into the YouTube house officially is at ESR, which is a stone's throw distance from the first place that I stayed when I visited California. It's all happening for us. Now here's the color on a different wheel design that we're looking at here. This isn't released yet, but it's going to be soon. And then some other colors that we were looking at here. This is what that same color looks like as matte. Obviously it is all the same color around. We don't have the two-tone action going on. This is the original color that I was looking at. This is their, I think it's matte graphite is the color on two different wheel designs here. And then this is the color that we're also looking at from McLaren for the Driven project. What do you guys think in the comments? I haven't decided yet. I'm sure I'll decide by the time you see this video, but would you go with this kind of matte bluish color, the graphite, the matte bronze, or this new, and it looks so different in real life than it looks like on my camera. So that's why, if you can, a lot of these things are good to see in person. So try to find someone with the wheel color or design that you want to see in real life, because everything changes. Holy mother load of wheels. You designed all these? This is your art museum?
Yeah, that would be it.
Oh my goodness. This thing is a Home Depot. Look at this place. When I thought EXR, like, they're a big brand, but like, I thought it was gonna be like a small little shop, not a Costco full of wheels with forklifts going down there. I was like, look at this. This is crazy. And we literally just walked in today and I was like, yo, let me try this design and this offset and this color. And then he was just like, oh yeah, it's gonna be on that shelf and that location. And the little forklift man showed up out of nowhere and pulled them off, and now we're putting them on our car. Also, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned 1, 2, and 3 piece. This is kind of what that looks like once you start adding pieces to the wheel. 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, that's why it costs more difficult to assemble, but it's a very unique look, and you can start mixing different colors. What's your favorite?
From ESR Forge, the new line of forge wheels we're doing, we call it our GP series,
That's
where
right.
if you look near the outside edge of the wheel, where the bolts are, you can see those pockets that we drove from the backside.
Right here.
The whole wheel has that like kind of turbofan look to it, and those pockets that we drove from the backside are actually venting air out from the brakes as well.
What's the most popular wheel that you guys sell? Like, is there one that just hands down does better than the rest?
Yeah, this is the ES1 from ESR Forge. It's just our classic mesh style. It's a pattern of 9.
And if you guys want to look at the colors, just go to the ESR website and you can click the color options just like I did, and you can see all the different color palettes that they have to choose from.
Jack, you got your 2x4, you have it in the center of the wheel. But you also want to make sure your lugs are on.
And we're simulating load right now.
Yeah,
without having to put a tire on it and actually take it off the jack.
Exactly.
So as he's jacking this up, he said this is bending in this way, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're getting more camber in. So this is what you're pretty much with suspension load, it's going to give you like the true fitment.
Okay.
How the wheel will fit.
The thing we're looking at is going to be the diameter and width marking. So right here we have a 20 by 10.5 offset. So you're going to find that by looking for an ET with a number after it. And on this wheel they have it actually right here. They have ET, and they put the offset inside a circle divided by a little slash there. But that is a 42. Yeah, from your brake.
Oh yeah, look, there you go. So this is why fitment is important, guys. You can see where my caliper has been kissing my wheel as I drive around. So we're gonna try to avoid that with this one. Wow, that was worse than I thought. This is what we came up with. We're going to do 19-inch wheels on both sides, which means that the current wheel size is gonna go down by 1 inch. We're gonna go up on the sidewall of the tire. So since the wheel is getting smaller, this part can get bigger. So this is a 35 sidewall, so we're gonna go up to 40. And the rears are a 30 sidewall, so they're gonna go up to 35. We're definitely going with this wheel design. So we've got all of our fitment, we've got our offset figured out, 22 on the same. And oh my goodness, this is the final thing we gotta figure out. Are we going with this new bronze / champagne gold looking style? Or do we go with, what's the name of this color?
This is gonna be matte blue.
Oh my God, that looks so good though. That's tricky because I was curious if that would clash with my wrap, but it doesn't. It's like, it's not quite black. It's just really, really dark blue. If this was your car, how would you spec it? What would you go with? That looks beautiful. Well, I will tell you guys this, we're leaning towards that color for the McLaren for the Driven Project wheel. So still gonna be driving a car with that color wheel. Okay guys, this gets more complicated.
So this is willtheyfit.com. Here you can plug in any tire size and with an offset of wheel. The green box is gonna be your old tire setup and your orange box is gonna be your new tire setup. Before, he had a 20 by 10.5 plus 42 with a 285/30 on it. And the new tire setup that he wishes to run is gonna be a 19 by 10.5 plus 22 with a 305/30.
Side note, since he mentioned that, make sure whoever's tuning your car, because you gotta have it tuned, you tell them your new wheel sizes because it's going to affect, like he said, the speedometer and other things. And it's time for some ESRs. I guess this is what happens when you live with Drew Peacock. I've switched up my hat. If you don't have any ESR merch, make sure you visit their website. They have some cool shirts, and we figured out Fitment. I'm so glad because I was very confused at that, and seeing the colors in person was like a huge help. So make sure you follow ESR. I'm gonna put their handle right there on the side of their building. Feel free to shoot them a DM. I didn't even know these guys like just a couple weeks ago, and just in a short period of time, they've been very nice to me and very helpful with figuring out the right wheels for my car, and they can do the same for you. I don't have any like discount codes or anything crazy for you guys. I'm promoting them just because I really believe that this is a dope company. They make really cool wheels. Clearly, they were all very helpful to somebody that they didn't have any prior history with. So they treated me as a new customer just as they would treat you guys. All right, it's wheel delivery day. You guys thought that we were gonna go the whole vlog and like not show you the color that we chose? Well, thanks to my man Justin right here. The color decision really came down to a great idea he had.
So just run it for now, and then if you ever get bored with it, just take it back and we'll powder coat it for you.
Because the blue required a powder coat anyway. So we're like, okay, well, why would we skip that step if we can literally have both? So the color that we chose was the champagne, and then we will powder coat them at some later date. Does anyone have these yet?
You're the first one.
Yes! Wow, these look heavy.
No, not too bad.
All right, Justin, you got it. Well, I overlooked a minor issue. These wheels are kind of big, and I don't know how I'm gonna fit 4 of these things in this car. I'll figure it out. Had to get my carbon fiber, oh, that's upside down, carbon fiber wheel caps, and I figured out the wheel situation. So I got 3 boxes stacked in back here, 1 in the trunk, and now it's off to OTS to go get my R888s. These things are pricey. What is up? A little bit of a deviation here. We're at Voodoo Autosport. Check out this place. You guys haven't actually seen them in any of my vlogs. I tag them all the time, but they do literally all the work on my car. Right now, we're addressing a little bit of a suspension issue, but as luck would have it, since the wheels are off the car, Prolific Auto Detailing happened to be in the house to detail another car, and I was like, this is perfect because I have all the wheels with me, and we need to ceramic coat them, and I forgot about that step. So, can you tell me why would anyone go through the trouble of ceramic coating a wheel before they put it on their car?
So use ceramic coat a wheel to avoid all of the brake dust that gets stuck to it. Once you wash it, it's easy to clean out. There's no gunky stuff left behind, and yours was red clean.
And Adams Polishes does make a product for this. It's the same stuff that I coated the entire car with. You can also put it on your wheels. These are the same guys that did all of the detail work for the Longtail Rally. So the Longtail Rally also endorses them, as does Voodoo, as does like half of my friends. If you hit me up asking for a detailer, which a lot of you do, these are the guys I'm gonna refer you to because they're the best that do it. Welcome to the final stage in the new wheel process. We're here at OTS Tire Service. Located in Long Beach. This is the only place I get my tires. I'm gonna tag them right here. I got my last set of R888s here. I send all my friends here, everyone from LA Car Spotter to AJ Advent Films, my boy Exhausted. We all get our Miles even, gets our Toyos here. You get what you pay for in the tire industry. Now, like, you can get a good set of tires in different locations, but are they putting them on your wheel right? Got friends coming all the way from San Diego and LA to Long Beach just for tires. What is up? I didn't even know you were coming. I didn't know you were gonna be Hello, here. Friend. Yeah, one of my buddies, I was just telling you guys, told him to come here to get his Toyos, and he's already burned through his sets over here at the same time. All right, so this is how you get a tire on a wheel. Now it's a machine. And then they grease it up and pop it on and fill it up with air.
Tire, gotta burn it more.
Oh my gosh. All right, right, guys, they're adding on the last of the wheels. When it's a lot brighter, I'll show you guys what it looks like in the sun. Fast forward to that. Aha! You guys ready to see the wheels? They're actually on the car right now, but before I show you what we decided on, woo, I am pale. Adjust, here we go. The last time that I got a brand new set of tires, it was right before the Longtail rally. And that was 3,000 miles, some track time, and all kinds of nonsense. So I wore through them pretty fast, but I just wanna make sure that you guys know that if you own a car, you gotta be part of the Longtail rally. And you don't have to necessarily have a supercar to be part of the Longtail rally. I know I had a lot of friends come to the very start of the Longtail rally or meet us at certain checkpoints. Make sure that you follow them. I'm gonna put their handle right here. And even if you live in some other country, they post lots of awesome car content, and we'll be releasing a full documentary soon so you can see what, oh my god, that sun is making me so pale. So you can see what the day in the life of a rally looks like, because I had no idea of all the things I've ever done, from like jumping on stage with the Chainsmokers at EDC all the way to anything I've ever done with the US Air Force and Space Command. The Longtail Rally was by far the greatest week of my life. So I endorse them heavily. So make sure, again, boom, boom, in case you missed it, go give them a follow. I'm gonna also link it in the description below so you can just click that, hit follow, and then let your Instagram feed flow with supercar content. All right, you guys ready to see the wheels? I just ceramic coated these bad boys last night, so it's been curing in the garage. We get that cold start on the E85. Woo, yes, sir. Color that we decided to go with was, come on! Oh wait, that's Drew's Supra. Brushed silver, baby. Check it out. We got the 20-inch ESR, I believe they're RF15s, with the perfect offset and fitment, complete with brushed silver. You guys didn't see that coming, did you? We were looking at bronze, we were looking at dark blue, and we actually ended up putting the bronze ones on. And then we had just a tiny offset mismeasurement, and we needed to readjust. And when we did, we said, okay, well, we're gonna change two things. Number one, we're gonna go with 20-inch diameter, because, like, let's just look at it, guys. The 20-inch wheel just fills the wheel well so much better, in my opinion. I'm a big fan of smaller tires, bigger wheels. Now, if you wanted to track this, you were more concerned with performance, go smaller wheels, do the 19s. Since we were looking at bronze, once we put bronze on, it clashed too much with the busy design. We need something that would really pop like a gem and would match these neutral colors. So we decided to put the silver on, and it looked fantastic. We went with the carbon fiber center caps, and then we got our offset and fitment perfectly. Pay no attention to this wheel cap because I'm parked on a driveway. Now, as far as tire size goes, I got the exact same tire size that I had on the last set of 20s that were on the car. We did 255, 35, 20. So that's a 20-inch diameter wheel, 35 series sidewall, and 255 is the size of the wheel, or the tire. We went with 285s with a 30 sidewall and a 20-inch diameter. I would have gone 295 on the back, but they don't make those in Toyo R888s, so we decided to go 285 because 305 is just a little too thick. Well, there it is. Hope you guys enjoy the new wheels. I know they look fantastic. I wonder if there was anything to influence me getting a silver 20-inch diameter wheel on a S197 Mustang. I don't know. Actually, it was Drew Peacock's idea to do the brushed silver. He said it would look best, and I thought that would be too boring of a color, and boy was I wrong, because these things look fantastic. If you guys are looking for size dimensions and trying to figure out what your fitment is going to be, make sure you DM ESR. I'm going to tag them on the ground here one more time so that you guys can reach out. These wheels came out fantastic, and I can't wait to take them to the track and the next Longtail rally. Guys, I drop videos every single week. Make sure that you click the like button, please, if this video was helpful, and make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you at the next episode.